Welcome to LexV Designs. Today we're going to be learning how to make this head scarf. This is simple to make. I just used a piece of a fabric to make this scarf, and it's so simple to make. So let's get started. Thank you. For step one, I'm going to be measuring the circumference of this head. I'm using this manicure. I'm measuring the circumference of the head so that I can know the circumference at which I'll be cutting this fabric with. So I got a circumference of 21, but this is not, I'm not making this scarf for the mannequin. So, and this, what I'm using is a poly. I'm using 24. This is the initial head circumference of the person that I'm using, the head that I used to cut this, scarf. So for the length I used 12, and I folded this. I folded this just this way. Look at the way I folded it. And at that point where I folded, I'm going to be cutting it out. I'm going to cut it out this way. So this, at the end of the day, I'll show you why I cut this. I'll be folding this into two this way. Then I'll open it and then place the front. Place it front to front of each of them. I'll fold it this way, then sew on it straight. From that place straight. Very simple. This scarf is so straightforward to make. So this is how it is, and it's a poly. It's so stretchy. So I just did it because it's a poly. I just reduced the head circumference to 11 since it's very stretchy. So I'll be sewing round this way. I'll not be leaving any space. I'll just sew round. So this is it. I've just made that stitch, and just make sure that it comes out like an offering bag or maybe like a purse. Just make sure that when you're done, it comes out that way. So this is it. Now I'll be using my needle to do, we have learned this several times, but I'm going to be using my needle to run a stitch just this way, step by step. I will not be rushing it too much so I can have the same consistency, but this doesn't really count. So when I get to this edge, I continue. Let me go back again. Look at the edge. I still continued till I got to the other end of the fabric. So while I'm at this, if you're yet to subscribe to my YouTube channel, kindly subscribe and tap your bell and give me that like button. Comment so I can also know your feedback and your thoughts on this. This is so simple to make anyway. This is very, very simple, and you can make multiple. You can make so many, and sell them if you want to resell, and wear them if you want to wear them for, there are different styles you can even make with this particular head scarf. And you can use lacquer, you can use poly. It comes out very nice. So this is it. I'm just making a very simple one. Just make sure that you have this type at the back. Then in the front, I just left the front bare, but it's optional. You can still make that same thing in the front. Now I just cut about 2 inches and then folded into two. I have 1 inch on both sides. Look at it. So this, I'll be folding this way, just this way. I'll fold it again this way, back and front. One side, then towards the back, one side front, then towards the back. I'll just continue till I get to the end, and then I'll be sewing on it. I'll just run a stitch, and this is what I just did. I just ran a stitch on it just this way. Now with this, I can design whatever I want, whether I want to rose or I want to leave it vertical. Anyhow you want it to be, it's your choice. Okay, so you can also make a bow tie. You can make a bow with this, and then it comes out very fine. Anyone you want to make, you can just place it, you can make it smaller, since it's poly to stand. This red stuff is not a poly, so that's why it's not standing. So it's totally optional with what you want to do. But for me, look at what I'm using to design, and I want it to be at the side. At the side, you can still keep it in the front. It's optional. So this is the way I folded mine, and then I'll be sewing it, Let me just fold it again so I see the way I folded it. You see the way I'm doing it? Just round, very simple, nothing too hard in this. And then I'll just be stitching it on this, on the rest of the fabric. This is so simple to make. I'll be using my needle and thread to stitch it, then attach it to the main scarf. Just like I told you, you can leave it in the front, you can leave it on the side, anywhere of your choice. But this is all for this. See this scarf now, we are just virtually done with this scarf. So this is so simple to make. So try it out and let me know your feedback on this. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more videos. Bye.